That's the show.
No, you're not done yet.
You guys didn't actually buy tickets, I hope. Look, it's 11:25. My show's at 11:30. You know what that means? I think it's a wee-wee before the show. Actually, maybe I'll just sit here and check my Instagram. I'm using Instagram as a dating tool. Is that weird?
It's so high,
I took a picture of me and Rosalie. I stalked her on the internet. Now I met her in person. Isn't that weird when you meet people in person who you've been stalking on the internet?
That's the story of this whole convention.
Oh, MySpace. Wow, you are an old person. And look, here we are. It paid off. And tonight only, I'm going to give you something I haven't given someone in a very, very long time. My children.
Okay.
Put them in your mouth. No, I'm kidding. It's a joke.
Oh my
Is
God.
it?
Oh God.
All right, I'm going to get my rum and then there's going to be a show. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from the New Haven train station, some dead French guy. Let's warm up, shall we?
Nighttime sharpens, heightens each sensation. Darkness stirs and wakes imagination. Silently the senses abandon their defenses, helpless to resist the notes I write. The power of the music of the night. Softly, gently, night unfurls its splendor. Grasp it, sense it, tremulous and tender. Turn your face away from the carriage light of day. Turn your thoughts away from cold, unfeeling light. And listen to the music of the night. My Chinese cook, he grabbed all he could turn. He said no storm is stopping me. He made fricassee of a sea anemone. Where? Down at the bottom of the sea. I guess you guys haven't heard this song before. You have? But when I say where, you can gleefully yell out, down at the bottom of the sea. I turned to my first officer and I said, what have you got to say to me? He turned and said, I'm in over my head. Where?
At the bottom of the sea.
Quick study. A sheet cracking, looking under my bed. Demon shaft, we all knew he was daft. His story don't end happily. He drifted by with a fish kick in his eye. Where?
Down at the bottom of the sea.
Down at the bottom was treasure galore, but guarding it so greedily was an angry horde of skeletons with swords. Where?
Down at the bottom of the sea.
Some men call to God, and their numbers of some cry for their mom. I just lament all these barrels of wasted
Down at the bottom of the sea.
That's supposed to go. Down at the bottom of the, we're at the bottom of the, stuck at the bottom of the deep dark, crazy ass fist bump between the devil and the deep blue sea.
Yeah.
It's not long enough. When I walked in here today, there was an award ceremony going on in this room, and the most elegantly dressed people I've ever seen in my entire life in one room were all in this particular room. And I thought to myself, I don't want to play any other kind of convention ever again. I'm so used to, like, you know, a Klingon making out with a stormtrooper. This is a vast improvement. And it takes a great deal of effort, as you all know, to purchase your costumes. For those of you who make your costumes, to purchase the materials and all the time and effort that goes into having style as amazing as you have. So it is even that much more spectacular to me to walk into a place and to see all of you here, because we live in a day and age where it's just so easy to never leave the house. You know, you can get on the internet,
True.
and you can order a pizza, and you can Netflix a movie, and you can play a video game, and you can be like, Voltaire, yeah, I'll just watch his concert on YouTube. Like, really, you don't ever need to leave the house for any reason. So the fact that you put on your bloomers, and you left your house to come here, I just want to thank you. But for those of you who had a moment of doubt, who thought, I could sit at home and I could watch Cartoon Network for free, I feel like I should play the song you would be missing right now. Playing on Cartoon Network as we speak. This is a song that I wrote for a show called The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. It's about my favorite body part. It starts with a B.
Brains.
All right, I'll do brains instead. Whoa, I'd like to dedicate this song to Angela. In fact, I'm going to dedicate every single song in this set to Angela. Angela's my handler. She's so serious. So serious that I've tormented her all day long. I'm like sending her dick pics.
Oh God.
Not really. But I did text her. I texted her from my room because she's just so, you know, she's so professional. She's so buttoned up. And like any one of my dirty jokes, she's just kind of looked at me like, that's not okay, dude. So I got into the room, she was like, if you need anything at all, please let me know. You know, in the most professional tone, she said this to me. And so I went into my room and I got in the tub, and I texted her and I wrote, but no, I called her, I said, I have a problem. She said, what's the problem? And I said, I can't reach my back. Can you come up here and spread my back? And she was like, she probably looked around to see if there was some jerk who would do it. And then I said, I'm kidding, it's a joke. And she was, okay. I believe
insane. I've heard worse. And then I took a photo of myself. Actually, I put it on my Instagram, so if you're following me on Instagram, you can see it. But I took a photo of myself in the tub with a bottle of Captain Morgan. And I wrote, and I texted it to her with a note that said, I have another problem. I can't reach my drink. She's just been such a trooper, so a round of applause. Alright, where were we? Yes, brains. It goes something like this. Oh, whoa.
Step right up on a reasonable guy. Don't be frightened by the look in my eyes. Just grab a evil meteor from out of the sky. Well, I'm just shy and scared of this place. A fish out of water from a mountain space. You can see that the drip's like a tide and drain. So why don't you be a pal and bring me some praise?
Let's make this song slightly more interesting. When I say brains, stand up and take off all of your clothes. You have any idea how long that would fucking take?
Yeah. Oh, God.
Wednesday afternoon rolls around. I did it! How about we keep it easier? How about when I say brains, you say brains?
Okay.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Go down to Nina's place. See Doug's pressure on his face. You can do it a favor if you're wrong to me. He ain't using his brain, he's just watching TV. Go down to Mr. McGee's. He hasn't had a thought since 43. His brain is the portrait of a atrophy. He ain't using it, why give it to me? Brains, brains, I won't lie. I leave the brains those on the fly. Shoot, they might think it's the rain. They give it a thought to reveal their brains. Brains, brains, it's okay. It's not about moving, it's ingrained. And even about the first thing, think it's strange. They won't think twice if they don't have a brain.
I'll be drunker by the end of the show.
Anita, I got jumps from shoulder when I eat them. Big ones, fat ones, short ones, tall ones. So like the ones, especially the small ones. No time, put it in a skillet. When it's rumbling, I need to fill it. I don't fry on the heat along the trigger. I just grab myself a straw and I drink a little. Bring me every single brain in town, but with all these brains, I can't help but think that there isn't one left out there to train. Now, vessel boy, come on, heck, here's the soul that you're trying to protect. Bring it down here to me, and then I promise I'll be your bestest friend. Brains, brains, I won't lie. I'll leave your brains just on the fly. Sure, she might think it's the rain, she will give it a thought to reveal her brains.
I didn't say it because it didn't come out of my mouth. It's really weird. I opened my mouth and nothing came out.
Brains, brains, it's okay. It's not about Ruben, it's in gray. And in fact, she thinks it's strange. She won't think twice if she don't have a brain. Brains, brains, bring your brain. Brains, bring your brain. Brains, bring your
Decisions. I'll have a cocktail. Why not? It's cocktail hour. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
I mean, Earl Grey tea. Earl Grey.
Is anyone here having a birthday today? Yeah? No. When is your birthday, young lady? October 11th. That's in 2 days?
No.
7 days. Where am I? I gotta.
My best friend has a birthday, but she's not here.
Fuck her. She's not here. She didn't come to the show. And she does not get to partake of my shenanigans. Yes.
My birthday's October 7th.
October 7th! Passed. When was that? Like 2 days ago?
Oh god.
What town am I in? What's my name? Am I wearing pants? Your birthday's on Tuesday. What is your name?
Lily.
I thought so. You changed. You changed from when you told me your name and I signed your CD.
Oh no, I'm in the same outfit when I changed before it came.
Oh, did you get your CD signed in your pajamas?
I got my CD signed in the same clothes wearing
That was a joke. Okay, because I met you earlier. That's the thing I've noticed here, by the way. There's a whole lot of changing involved.
Yeah.
I have seriously hit on the same woman 4 times, thinking she was someone different. I feel like such an asshole. The answer's still no, like I've never met you. I was, gothic Lolita earlier, then I was sweet Lolita, and then I was pungent Lolita. Kick you in the balls, Lolita. All right, Lily, your birthday is on the 7th.
Yep.
And your birthday's when? The 11th. And what's your name? Rosanna, right. Rosanna, I love you. You're the one for me. Sorry, Joe, I don't really know. Joey, I'm not angry anymore. You know what? Fuck the rest of the set. I'm just going to sing songs based on everyone's name. Lily, we're screwed. Oh, Lily song. Anybody else having a birthday?
October 21st.
October 21st. What's your name?
Ariel.
Ariel. I can never forget that name. That's a beautiful name. You know, when I go to karaoke, I always sing Part of Your World. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? This road, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking at me, you'd say, sure, that cunt has everything. I got who's its and what's its galore. You think I'm about? I've got 20 centimeters. No big deal, I want more. I want to go where the people go. I want to go where people come. Alright, that's enough of that. I really do sing Little Mermaid when I go to the karaoke bar because I am a giant homosexual. My other favorite one is Let It Go from Frozen.
Okay, come on.
I should sing songs and stop talking so much. Ariel, I told me I would never forget it. Ariel, Lily, and Rosanna. This next song is for you, and for anybody else who has their birthday in the month of October. So October, and September, and July. And December.
What's wrong with August?
And August. July, August.
April.
And April. If your birthday's in the next 365 fucking days, the song is for you. I want you to go look this song up on the internet because there are 100 Gothic Lolitas in the music video for this song. True story. Grab the chair, boys. Get to the fucking paper. Happy birthday, my old friend. It seems as far as show will never end. Any moment's your last breath. Here's to another day closer to death. Take don't just write songs and perform them. I also write books. I wrote a book called Call of the Jersey Devil, which is about a group of goth kids who go to the Pine Barrens of New Jersey and discover two things. They discover that the lore of the Jersey Devil, it's true, there really is a Jersey Devil. And they also learn, as most people already know, that New Jersey is the gateway to hell.
True. So it's a work of nonfiction.
It's a work of nonfiction. I've written another book, a children's book called The Legend of Candy Claus. Really hoping that comes out by Christmas. Because it's a Christmas book. It's a beautiful, heartfelt story. It's about bullying. And it's a story about this giant, ferocious gargoyle bat that descends from the heavens and steals Halloween candy from bullies on Halloween. And then delivers it to good little boys and girls on Christmas. It's so sweet. It's so sweet. Like, yeah, but it's really funny because when, you write these things and they seem like a good idea and you don't maybe think them all through, because I've had so many people come up to me. I've done a few readings of the book and people come up to me afterwards and they go, wouldn't the candy be like, kind of stale like this? Like, it's candy corn. Candy corn never goes bad. But the reason I bring up Candy Claus is because there's also a Candy Claus plush toy that I sell, and I want to talk to you about it. There's a word that people use sometimes I don't like. It's a phrase. It's called, well, it's a word, I guess. It's only one word. It's defective. I don't like the word defective. So, there are small Chinese children working really hard on these toys. And out of like 1,000 toys, 10% of them are bound to have something not quite right with them. It's a true story. Like an eye will be missing, or a wing will be smaller than the other one. And people look at stuff like that and they say, it's defective. And I say, no, it isn't defective. Because if it's defective, then I have to charge half price. So I say it's limited edition. Limited edition, there's only like only 10% of the entire run has no teeth. That's limited fucking edition. And the reason I bring this up is because there are songs that I don't do all of the time. And because I do them so infrequently, I forget how they go. But this is a song I really want to do tonight, and this is one of those songs I do rarely. So I'm probably going to butcher this really badly, but when you leave here tonight, I don't want you to say, wow, you really fucked that song up. I want you to say, God, I'm so lucky. I was there to hear the limited edition version of The Mechanical Girl. In the court of Augustine the 12th, the king reprimanded his men and demanded they put to good use all his wealth to cure his deep ennui. For you see, he found that he was sad and lonely ever since his wife, the queen, got mad and rode up on his steed. In a glen beyond the castle wall, there was a tinker and he was a thinker, the smartest man in all the world. He made a mechanical girl, for you see, his daughter passed away that summer, and though he knew he could not replace her, he missed his family. Suddenly a knock at the door went and the king's men came and blowing horns. By order of his highness, we're to take you and that thing to present your marvel to the king. And so, over the glen and into the castle walls, over the moat and into the great castle hall, when her maker urged, the robot girl emerged. When the king laid eyes upon the girl, he was delighted, his man overnighted, he yelled aloud for all the world, I'll take her for my queen. And the man screamed, please don't take my child, I beg you, mighty king. And they grabbed him by his tailcoat and threw him in the moat. Later in their On the morning of August 24th, son of a bitch. I couldn't make it all the way through. Here's something you don't know about me. I have a drinking game. I like to play with myself. I like to play with myself. I have a drinking game. Every time I forget a lyric, I have to drink. And that's the rule. So, cheers. I'd like to point out this doesn't help the show in any way. On the morning of August 24th, he was dejected when last he expected a knock was heard upon the door. It was his robot girl. You see, he made her indestructible, it seems, and she destroyed that awful kingdom, and they lived happily. So you see, the moral of the story is never take a child away from a loving parent, especially not ones who shoot rockets from their eyes. This song is an intro, like many songs do. But this intro is an instruction manual. If you listen really closely, you'll know what to do. Son of a bitch. Actually, I don't think I fucked up. I just want to drink, I guess. Well, I've been around for... That was like the right lyrics. That's what's really fucked up about that. Well, shit, I can't remember what I was doing then.
Take two.
All right, now I remember. This is remember juice.
Well, I've been around for a long time, and I learned along the way. If you want to go on the radio, there are words you just can't say. Well, I thought hard about it, and I found a way around it. To help me go on the radio, you gotta say the words I can't. You gotta sing along to make this song the dirtiest song I ain't. Come on now, won't you give me a hand? Say the words I can't. You got to sing along to make this song the dirtiest song I ain't. Did you get that? Is that a yes?
Yes.
You think you know what to do? Down in Carolina, I met a girl with a knife. So I reached down between us, and I whipped out my
Yes.
slipped right past the sucking, and got right down. She turned and said, I gotta ask, would you slip it into my
Ass.
People are disgusting. Help me go on the radio. Say the words I can. You got to sing along to make this song the dirtiest song I ain't. Come on, man, won't you give me a hand? Say the words I can. You got to sing along to make this song the dirtiest song I ain't. I will admit it's a little odd hearing obscenities from people so lovely dressed. Elegantly dressed, that's the word I'm looking for. Nonetheless, here's verse 2. Her husband was a trucker. He was a filthy motherfucker. I didn't want to wrestle with this no good stinking asshole. I heard him come through the kitchen door. I was banging his filthy door. I end up in a ditch, and he caught me right in his. Help me go on the pretty dirty on any of those clothes. You guys ready for the exciting conclusion? Or as I like to call it, the climax?
Yeah.
Great minds think alike, or are you stalking my fucking YouTube feed? Little column, mercy, please, I told him. Grabbed me by the throat, and he did something heinous. He exposed his
Anus.
I said, I don't mean to seem crass, but why are you buttering up your ass? Said my wife's a beard and she lured you here, 'cause it's clear and I love it in the beer. You helped me go on the radio by saying all the words I came. You had to sing along to make this song the dirtiest song I knew. Thank you, ma'am, for lending a hand, saying all the words I came. You had to sing along to make this song the dirtiest song, the filthiest song, the dirtiest song I made. Those of you who follow me on the Book of Twits, tweet book face thing, Insta twit, yes. All those social media sites. You probably know what the name of my new album is, right? Anybody? No. Yes, you said Raised by Bats. All right, it's called Raised by Bats. I would like to play you one song from Raised by Bats. This is the title track. As you may already know, I played a lot of conventions, a lot of Comic-Cons and things like that. People generally come up to me after the show and they say, "Hey man, I really love that one song you did about Batman." Oh, you mean Raised by Bats? That song's not about Batman. This is a song about the fact that I grew up in a small town and I like to dress fancy like. But dressing fancy like, especially if you're a man in a small town, is a bad thing. And people will come after you with bricks and rocks and all sorts of terrible, terrible names they will call you. And when I was 17 years old, I realized that I had to get the fuck out of that town. And so I ran away from that little town in New Jersey and had beautiful black velvet roses ever since. So this is a song about, I guess, running away from, not just running away from home, but running away from ignorance. Here at home, in this steeple, made of chrome, above a city of steel, I've chosen bats over people, 'cause I never did like the way humans made me feel. So we sleep all day and we rise at.
Really?
I'm gonna start doing it for when I play the wrong chord too. In fact, I'm gonna drink every time I blink. It's gonna be a long night. So we sleep all day and we rise at night and we spread our wings and take it to the sky. And when the people all stop and stare and say, "Why you gotta be like that?" I just look them in the eye and tell them I was raised by bats. When I was young, I was feeble and it stung when they pushed me down. I was so hated by these people, but I knew I weakest link in the chain on this album. It's all guest artists. The guitars are played by Ray Toro of My Chemical Romance and Knox Chandler from Susie and the Banshees. The bass is played by Craig Adams of the Mission UK, The Cult, The Alarm, Sisters of Mercy. I do a duet with Chibi from The Birthday Massacre. All the cellos are played by Laura Krieger from Rasputina. The drums are played by Brian Viglione of the Dresden Dolls, who's now Brian Viglione of the Violent Femmes. It is just an all-star cast. And I have to tell you, I did a lot of flying around to record the parts for this album, and I think one of my favorite moments was sitting with Ray Toro of My Chemical Romance and playing him Raised by Bats for the first time. And explaining to him, I said, Ray, I don't think of myself as a songwriter, I think of myself as a storyteller. I tell stories. And it's not just the words, it's not just the lyrics, also the notes I choose, the chords I choose are part of that story. So for instance, at the end of Raised by Bats, when you hear this, see what's happening is all the bats are leaving the bell tower. But there's these two little baby bats that got left behind. They're looking around, they're like, where are the bats? They left, we don't know where to go. And they're looking around trying to find them. And then they look into the distance, and they see them. And they fly off to join their fellow bats. And the story's resolved. And I will never ever forget the look on his face. He looked at me and he went, yeah, okay, dude. Awesome. I should not do this. Just want you to know that. You know what? I'm going to drink more. Because I should not do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to play a song from the next album. The next album has not been announced, but I'm going to tell you what it's called right now. It's called Heart-Shaped Wound. Yeah, it's that kind of album. And this is a song I wrote about my now ex.
Oh, God.
But I'm going to lie and tell you that it's not about her. I'm going to tell you that it's about Spock. Because this song is about someone who is incapable of expressing affection. He's not incapable, he just tries not to. And that's really what this is about.
It's cold up here in the space
sunset can take me over. What else can I do? This is something else I shouldn't do. People come up to me all the time after shows, or actually before shows. It happens even more often before shows. They go, "Hey, do you know what you're playing tonight?" And I say, "No, I'm not really sure." I go, "Are you gonna play Feathery Wings?" No. Are you gonna play God Thinks? Nope. Are you gonna play Graveyard Picnic? Nope. You gonna play Let It Go? And they go, "Why don't you play these songs that you wrote that I love?" And I say, "Because I try to keep it upbeat at shows," which of course I just completely fucked up. I try to keep it upbeat at shows. I try to sing songs about mostly drinking and fucking things I shouldn't fuck. Mostly. It's like the theme that goes through most of my songs, like Zombie Prostitute, Trouble with Tribbles, you know, they're about drinking and fucking things I shouldn't fuck. But I think that this is the moment to play a song from the past, because it is definitely time to let some shit go. He's so afraid when they scream, when they're mean. She was the star of a life that ceased to be.